The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to East Central High School for this evening's boys basketball matchup. Good evening. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, as the intro has said, and I am here at beautiful East Central High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup between the visiting Moose Lake Willow River Rebels and your East Central Eagles. Should be a good one here tonight, but first we are in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Whether it's fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages, you can go there and tune up your swing. And Here's the Pitch in North Branch. I do want to encourage you, though, if you are looking for a spot to train for any sort of baseball, softball, or fast pitch, slow pitch, whatever it is, be sure to call in plenty ahead of time because it fills up fast. They do fill up quite fast. So if you're looking to get in, be sure to call in ahead of time because those slots do fill up quickly. But again, we're out here at East Central High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup between the Rebels of Moose Lake Willow River and your East Central Eagles. And I'm really excited to be back out here. And one of the main reasons why is because I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been to East Central High School in a while to call a basketball game. Golly, I was here the first game of the season, which feels like ages ago. That was back in November when they got to host Bram, and they got the victory in that one. Now they have played, 8 games since then, I think it is? Yeah, 8 games since then. So it's been a long road since then, and I can't wait to talk about what that road has looked like up to this point. But first, what we're going to do here before we get too in-depth into the pregame show, we're going to go ahead and hear word from some of our fine sponsors. Of course, without our fine sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you any of these games in general, but we wouldn't be able to bring you them for free. So a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors. We will be back and talk more in depth about these teams after a word from said fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
From Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Here for the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Brought to you by, of course, Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Before we get into the teams, like I said, we want to quick go and shout out our hometown handoff sponsor. That is A&W. Your hometown handoff is brought to you by A&W in Pine City. If you're craving a classic, go ahead and stop in there for a frosty mug of their famous root beer. Or pair it with a juicy cheeseburger or a savory, that's how you say it, mushroom and Swiss. A&W in Pine City, you can taste the tradition. We're going to go ahead and see if, I know the Pine City boys play, the hockey team anyways. I know they play tonight. We'll go ahead and see if we can't see what's happening on over there, see if anything has started. I think they started at 7, so it may not even be started yet. Looks like no. Mora Malacca going at it here. Their game has started already. No score as of yet. Pine City does host Chisago Lakes tonight, so we'll try and keep you up to date on that. But that's a look at our hometown handoff here, brought to you by A&W in Pine City. Meanwhile, in the pregame show, taking a look at these two teams, I'm at East Central High School, Ethan Game Day Gilman here, for this boys basketball matchup between Moose Lake Willow River and East Central. And if you go ahead and take a look, we'll start with the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Coming into tonight, they're 3-4 on the season, 1-1 in their section. They play out of Section 7AA, while East Central plays out of Section 5A East. So Moose Lake Willow River in basketball, anyway, is a class above East Central. But for Moose Lake Willow River at 1-1 in their section and 3-4 overall, they're giving up 64 points per game while scoring 65 points per game. So not quite where they want to be as of right now. And taking a look at their roster, in terms of years at school, there is a lot of experience. But in terms of experience on the court, I'm not so sure. I haven't called a game for Moose Lake Willow River basketball against any of our local teams in, gosh, I don't know how long. So not quite sure what to expect from them here tonight. But taking a look at their record and the teams that they have played, it started with a loss at Pequot Lakes. That was a 30-point loss. Then they would go and win 3 in a row, 2 of them on the road. They would beat Northwoods by almost 30. They'd beat Pine City by about 24. Then they beat Mesabi East by over 70 points before going on a 3-game losing streak. It started with a loss at Cherry by only 9, and then they went into a Christmas tournament or Christmas break tournament up in Superior, where they fell to Superior by 50 and then fell to Cherry by 30. So they've already played Cherry twice. Their next game after today, according to mnscores.net, is at home against Proctor on Thursday before hosting Deer River on Friday. So the schedule does not get any easier here for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. I mean, you got Proctor and then Deer River, and then they will, the week after, go up to Two Harbors, which is a good team. Then they've got Grand Rapids. Oh, also on the schedule is Hibbing, Southridge, who is a really good team, Esco, also a really good team. They've also got Barnum on there, Piers as well as Aiken and Pillager. So this schedule for Moose Lake Willow River is a gauntlet, and they might get to the end of the season with a 500 or sub-500 record, but they're going to get into the playoffs, and all of a sudden they're going to go out and they're going to win a couple games, and teams in their section are going to be going, wait a minute, what the heck? That's not their record. That's not supposed to be happening. Well, they're battle tested, and they are sure battle tested in their first 7 games. And again, it hasn't been easy in their 3-4 start so far, but they do have that 3-game win streak right in the middle, where they handled some teams pretty well. But now, can they put it all together here to start this weekend, go through the end of the season? Maybe go on a run themselves and maybe up their seeding as we get closer and closer to playoffs. We won't talk about that too much, though, as we'll go ahead and look over at our home team, the East Central Eagles, who play out of Section 5A East. They are second in that section. The reason why is not because their overall record, it is because their section record. They are 4-5 overall, but they are 3-1 in section play. Take a look at who they lost to in just a moment, because they are currently scoring 58 points per game, which not quite up to their standard, we'll put it that way. And then defensively, they're giving up 59 points per game, which also isn't quite up to their standard. So for East Central, although they're still second in the section, they're 4-5 overall, they're 3-1 in section play, not quite playing up to their standard of what they want to. But they have also had a gauntlet of a schedule as well. Take a look. It started with 2 wins, one over Bram to begin the season. We were here for that one. And then another one over Mille Lacs. But then they went on a 3-game losing streak where they lost to Howard Lake Waverly Winstead, lost to Hibbing and Nevis. Nevis is the top team in the section, and they lost to Nevis by only 12 points. Now, I say only, and a lot of people might go, well, that's like 4 possessions, Ethan. Yes, but it is a lot closer than what you think. Hibbing is a really good team, as is Howard Lake Waverly Winstead. Those are 3 games right there where those could be teams in their own section championships if they play their cards. Well, not even if they play their cards right. If they just play well, they will be. They did beat Walker Hackensack Akeley, though, 60-46. Both that Nevis and Walker Hackensack game were both at Nevis. It was part of a tournament on December 19th and 20th. Then they had a break and would go into a Christmas break tournament up at Lake Park Audubon. They would go 1-1 up there. They lost to Northern Freeze by about 15 and then beat Border West by about 20. They came out of that and then lost this past Saturday to Ely by 3. Ely is a pretty good team, though, this year. They're currently with a 45 QRF. They play out of Section 7 single A, and they're 5-3 overall right now. So pretty good team up there in Ely. So for this East Central Eagles team, not quite playing up to the level they want to be right now. But again, Carlin may not be fully healthy. Again, he injured that knee earlier this year, and knees are not easy to come back from, so he may not be at full 100% yet. And again, all of that took place before Christmas, other than Ely, or before the New Year, excuse me. So I always like to say that you just really never 100% know what a team is and or their the lineups and stuff until after the New Year. So I expect tonight's game to maybe look a little bit different than they've seen in their last 3, 4, 5 games. And I think, especially being back at home, that could also help. They haven't been back at home since December 13th, so it's been close to a month since they have been on the road and not been able to play a game at home. So I think tonight will be a little bit different. Their next game will be tomorrow right here at home against Rush City. So 2 games in a row at home where I think they could really go on a nice run here, because then they go to Crosby Arrington, who isn't quite the team they want to be yet. And then they get to go and play Aiken at home. I think that'll be their next really big test. Moose Lake will be also one as well. But then they go to Hinckley, Finlayson, and Pine City, 2 teams who not quite where they want to be, but those teams could also pull off an upset. Then they go to Cromwell, right, who has a 30 QRF, but I still don't think, I think that, they're not quite where they want to be yet either. And then they get back home against Hinckley, Finlayson, then Barnum, then Mille Lacs, Bram, Deer River, Ogilvie, Mora, McGregor, Chisholm, Ogilvie. That is how they're scheduled. February, because I think that would, I think if they can go on a run here, that sets them up really well to kind of get going at the right time. All coaches will tell you, we want to be playing our best ball come February and then get on a run to go into March and the playoffs, obviously. So I think if they can do that here in the next couple of games, they'll be set up for a really nice run. And again, just getting back to winning basketball like they know how to do. That's going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. We are going to go ahead and hear our national anthem. Then we'll get our starting lineups, and we'll be back for tip-off here on Anthem Country WCMP.
The Mushroom Melt is back at A&W. The Mushroom Melt is back at A&W. Sauteed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the Mushroom Melt and Fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lease Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lease Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lease Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on Anthem Country, let's get your starting lineups real quick for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. It'll be number 1, Lane Radzak, number 3, McKay Miller, number 4, Magnus Kegger, number 15, Jackson Sickler, and number 22, Ledger Johnson. They're, of course, head coached by George Swanson. For the Eagles, it'll be number 1, Grady Swenson, number 12, Braden Olson, number 23, Levi Cosbab, 31, Cody Robinson, and 32, the center, the big man, Ben Carlin. Moose Lake Willow River wins the tip, and it's a 3 attempt, but it is off the mark. Robinson with the rebound. Of course, the Eagles head coach by Coach Fote. They'll go inside. Carlin wide open, and good movement of the ball. And the Eagles get the early 2-0 lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Now Moose Lake going to move it up quickly. So far, a pace that is been pushed by both of these squads. And we'll see inside. Yeah, good luck getting around Ben Carlin, but now a 3 from 22. That is going to be missed. And Robinson almost, but it's going to be Kegger with the rebound for Moose Lake Little River. Driving inside is Kegger, backs it out to Sickler on this near side. He's trying to drive, then he's stuck by the defender, Cosbab. Trying to drive in on Carlin now, nothing doing there. He'll get back outside Sickler. Sickler on this near side with 5 to shoot, up over the defender, Cosbab, and that's no good. And Cosbab with the rebound. Cosbab will bring it forward now. He gives it off to Olsen. Olsen back to Cosbab. Cosbab at the top of the key, give over to Olsen. Olsen going inside to Carlin. Carlin will back down the defender, and yeah, no doubt he's got it in for 2 again. There is not many people that can stop Carlin. There's not many 2 people that can stop Carlin. And, he scores again. Meanwhile, good movement. Now it's Radzak with a 3. That's off the mark, and Cosbab with another rebound. To Olsen, to Carlin. Carlin waits, gives to Olsen. Olsen directing traffic now to Cosbab. Cosbab looks, trying to drive inside. The spin around jumper just off the mark, but guess who's there for the rebound in 2? Yeah, that's right, it's Ben Carlin. Not a lot of rebounds he won't get either. Again, good movement up the court for Moose Lake Little River. Then this pass is knocked out of bounds by Carlin. It was intended for Radzak, and Moose Lake Little River will hold on to it. Moose Lake Little River in their all-white uniforms. The red trim on the neck and the sleeves and the belt, and on the bottom of the short, the red stripe on each side of the short. Red letters and numbers outlined in blue. For your Eagles, it will be the all blue. The white letters outlined in gray, the gray numbers outlined in white. The white stripe down the side of the jersey in short with the singular gray outline. Meanwhile, we got a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Eagles, so they'll get the ball back. And now they'll move the ball up quickly. Cosbab will dump it into Carlin. Carlin will try and get the bounce. It is no good, but there, that time, is Cody Robinson with the rebound and then the putback, and it's 8-0 early on here for East Central. They're just looking to pour it on here in the early stages. Here comes Johnson for Moose Lake Little River. Tried to go up, but we're going to get a foul here on East Central. It will be their first. 15:33 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The foul there goes on Grady Swenson. And the Rebels will inbound. It's Kegger who looks to inbound. He'll get it to Radzak. Radzak will bounce back outside to Sickler for 3. That's going to come up short off the front of the rim, and Robinson is there with his 3rd rebound. Olsen gives up to Cosbab. Cosbab is going to start, spin move, drive, shot off the mark. But guess who again? It's Carlin with another rebound and another 2 points. Give him 8 and the team 10. Here come the Rebels. Kegger with it. Trying to find a way inside. Backs out to Radzak. Radzak slip, and then he gets through. And now the ball is loose, and they're going to get a foul here on East Central. And Coach Fote, looking like the rest of us, absolutely kerfuffled as to where the foul came from. They're going to call it on Olsen, his first, team's 2nd. Yeah, that was a pretty good loose ball. Are they going to get another? Oh, my goodness, they're going to get another one. I don't know. Ooh, man. I guess they're going to get another foul here on East Central. If I can speak. It'll be again on Olsen. Meanwhile, checking into the game will be Xavier Letexier. So Letexier checks into the game. Does have his right elbow wrapped up. Or his left elbow. I'm all over. We'll get into the game sooner than later. Meanwhile, it is Moose Lake who has it back. Sickler with it, trying to drive. I think he was going to go for the setback 3, but he lost possession. Now gives it to Johnson. Leisure Johnson gives on the far side. Sickler defended by Xavier Letexier. He lost it again. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Just chucks it at the net. That should be a shot clock violation, and they're gonna get it. Okay. So it is a shot clock violation. It did not hit the rim. It will be East Central ball. Well, that at least should be the discussion. It did not hit the rim. That was all backboard. Yeah, there we go. So the discussion they do come to the conclusion that, yes, it did not hit the rim, and it will be East Central basketball. So here's Swenson getting the inbound. He'll give it to Letexier. Letexier lost it for a moment. They're going to double team him, and he's going to go to Robinson on this near side. Now back to Swenson. Swenson to Robinson. Tried the no-look pass. Almost got away from him there. Letexier thought about the long three. Got bumped there. Now Cody Robinson. It passes intended for him. It's stolen away. And that is no good by Kager. And this shot is no good. Rebounded by Cosbab off the fast break. Carlin is going to get fouled. Be the first Moose Lake Willow River rep. It'll be their first foul. This one on Leisure Johnson, his first. Central inbound. Swenson gives near side. Letexier 3 going to come up short. Carlin tips the rebound to himself. Shot is good, plus the and one. His third rebound, and now he has 10 points, looking to make it 11 on the and one opportunity. Second team foul, the first on Radzak. And Carlin looking for the three-point play. And it's good. 11 of the team's 13 points have come from Ben Carlin. But good movement here by Moose Lake Little River. They've got a man open, but it's going to be stolen away by Ben Carlin. Carlin going to take it to the basket. He's fouled again. And comes up a little bit gingerly on that knee. You hate to see that. So a third foul here on the Rebels. The first will go on Sickler. And Carlin will get 2. Looks like we'll get a sub here for the Eagles as Carlin makes his first. And he makes them both. So Carlin makes them both, and checking into the game is Liam Riley, wearing number 22. They're gonna get Carlin a break. Just give that knee a little bit of a rest. Meanwhile, here come the Rebels with Kager again. Kager goes to the far side corner to Sickler. He pops off a 3, and that one's good. So Sickler hits the first shot for Moose Lake Willow River. Meanwhile, here comes Letexier, far side to Cosbab. Cosbab gets it, decides to drive baseline, then backs it out to Swenson. Swenson no look to Letexier, now on this near side to Riley. Trying to go across the court to Swenson. It's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say not touched by Moose Lake, just out of bounds. So that will bring us to our first timeout of the first half. It is by East Central. It will be 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. That'll give us a chance again to thank you, our loyal listener, who tune in to every single game that we cover. We appreciate you for tuning in. Oh, I do for sure, because you give me a job to do, and I appreciate that. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games. So we appreciate you tuning in. (15-3) is our score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics has 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Timeout is over. 13:22 to go in the first half. Looks like we don't have any substitutions. Johnson will bring it forward for the Rebels as he passes the timeline, looks for a screen, looks to give it back there to Kager, almost lost it. Now on the far side, Sickler in the corner for Radzak. Kager to Radzak, now driving baseline. Radzak missing on that shot. Cosbab with the rebound, gives it up to Letexier. Letexier on the far side, gives to Robinson, now to Cosbab. He'll try and drive. That shot is good. Nifty looking move there by Cosbab to drop that one in for 2. And it's 17-3. Miller give to Johnson. Now back to Miller. Miller, 3 off the mark. Rebound there for Cosbab. He leads the team now with 5. This ball is lost, and it's going to be an over and back. And Cosbab, he didn't realize that, Moose Lake did not get a hand on it, so it's an over and back, and be a turnover for the Eagles. They'll inbound, and they'll go to Kager. Kager to Radzak. Radzak had a little bit of a lane, then gives to Miller. Miller near side. 3 is no good. Cosbab, his 7th rebound now, or 6th. Texier, underhand to Swenson. He had it blocked there by Kager. And that will go out of bounds, so we'll stay with East Central. And the Rebels will make their first substitution. I can't tell if that's 0 or 9. That's a 0. That is Carter Whelm. Meanwhile, a steal here, Radzak, and he takes it in for 2. Radzak with the steal and the fast break 2, makes it 17-5. Here comes Swenson, give to Cosbap. He's on the fly to Letexier. Goes now near side to Riley. Riley gonna drive. Oh, they just left him go. Riley with the drive for 2, and that might be the easiest drive and 2 he'll get of his career. Now, they're gonna get a foul here on Letexier. And also coming up a little bit slow, Swenson. He's ginger, and looks like he'll stay in the game. And foul was on, I think they got Letexier, which they did. It's his first, team's 4th. Meanwhile, here Kager trying to drive. Nothing doing, so he gives off to Whelm. Or Whelm. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Kager tries to drive inside. Spin move. Get back outside Whelm. And the 3 off the front of the rim. No good. It's a rebound Letexier. He'll look. Give on the far side to Riley. Riley, nowhere to go with it. Backs it out to Letexier. Quick to Swenson. Swenson had to go and get that one. Now to Cosbab. Cosbab will drive to Swenson to Riley for 3. It's going to be well off the mark. And that will go back to Moose Lake Willow River, as it does not find anything. So now the Rebels have it back. It's Radzak. Back and forth between him and Sickler. Now up to Kager on the far side. Inside to Radzak. They'll move the ball around now. Kager will try and drive, and he gets the opening, and he delivers for 2, 19-7. Letexier quick up the court to Riley. Riley drives inside. Shot no good. They're not going to call the foul there on Kager. Missed one there. Kager will back it out. Radzak. He'll drive physically inside, and he drops it in for 2. 19-9. Now, if you're East Central, you can't count on the foul being called. You got to focus on your game. Meanwhile, Riley here again got the missed call for 3. He hit his hand again. Radzak will get it up the court. He misses. Oh, and what are they doing? East Central just let Kager get the rebound. And now he gets the rebound, drops in for 2, plus he draws the foul. Oh, my goodness, a lack in concentration there for East Central. They just too lackadaisical in trying to get that rebound. Completely disregarded it almost. Oh, my goodness, you cannot do that if you're East Central. Meanwhile, it's their 5th team foul, the first there on Robinson. And Kager is no good on the free throw, so he'll only get 2. Meanwhile, the rebound there for Swenson. 19-11 all of a sudden. And now Cosbab for 3. Says, all right, we need our double-digit lead back, and he delivers. 22-11, under 10 minutes to go now. Up the court quickly to Sickler. He's left alone, and he drains his 3. He says, well, I see yours. How about I answer it with one of my own? East Central still a little bit discombobulated here. Just guys in the same spot on this play, not knowing who's getting the ball, just out of sorts right now, and they need to get back. They need to get their heads in it. Good movement here for East Central. Letexier for 3. Back-to-back 3s hit by these teams. It's 25-14. Good movement there on that last possession for East Central just to get Letexier open on the far side. Radzak, step back 3, no good. Rebound is going to go off a Rebel player and just bounce out of bounds. Looks like it went off his chest. He's got a firm chest, though. He hits the pec deck, you know that. Well, we got a sub here. Looks like Letexier in, Swenson out, and the inbound will go to Braden Olson. Olson will look. He'll give the Cosbab on this near side. Had to lob that pass over a defender. Cosbab driving inside. A hard drive. He was bothered all over the place, but man, did he deliver. 27-14 now after the 2. from Cosbab. Here is Johnson for Moose Lake Willow River. Gives to Radzak. Radzak think about 3, but he sees Carlin in his way. Decides, you know what, I better give this off to someone else. Meanwhile, now they'll try and just move this ball. Try and find someone open or find a lane to drive. Back to Johnson now. He's going to pick that lane. He stops and gives back out to Kegger. 5 to shoot now. He lost it, and it will be a steal there for Liam Riley. To Cosbab. Olsen. Carlin thought about 3, pulls it down, give now to Cosbab. Cosbab out to Olsen on this near side. The Texier, his hand was hit, so that'll be, oh, it's a 3. Got it to drop. And it'll be an and one. He'll have another 4-point play opportunity. That is not the first, the second, or the third time we have seen Letexier draw a 4-point play opportunity. I don't know how many times he has been able to do that in his career, but he is gifted at doing that. I mean, he's a talented athlete nonetheless, but man, his ability to draw the 4-point play opportunity is just astounding. And he gets it. Apparently I was so excited I went through puberty again. 31-14, the Eagles take the lead. They lead by 17 with 8:14 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We'll be back after a commercial break.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP. Taking a look at possible other matchups going on. Nothing so far in single A, it looks like. And let's check double A. Double A. And Annandale and Foley going at it. That might be a good matchup. We'll check girls as well. Nothing yet, but we're back to action here, so it really don't matter. Try and get you some scores from around the area. Meanwhile, this pass is going to go well off the mark for East Central or for Moose Lake Willow River, excuse me. It's going to be East Central's ball. I got ahead of myself. So now East Central has it back, still with the lead. They get it over to Carlin. Carlin now in the corner there to Riley. Riley bounces inside to Carlin again. They're just moving this ball around. Letexier looks. He'll go over to Riley. Now to Olsen at the top of the key. Swenson on the far side. Bounce pass to Letexier. He'll go to Riley. Again, moving the ball for Letexier. Another 3, and it is good. 34-14 now. Moose Lake with the ball back. They'll give on this near side now to Wolm. Wolm looking. He'll give now to Sickler. Sickler drives. Lost the ball. It's a steal there for Olsen. Olsen gives to Letexier. Shot is up. No good. Riley with the rebound. That is no good. And it's rebounded here by Sickler. And while Sickler went up for the jump pass, he came down with the ball still in his hand. That is an up and down. That is traveling, whatever you want to call it. Ball will be turned over to East Central. Cosbab will check in for Letexier. And we had a sub in for Moose Lake Willow River. That's number 21. We'll get you his name in a moment. That ball knocked out of bounds by Moose Lake Willow River. Now checking in for the Rebels is Jackson St. Pierre. So he's in for the Rebels. And East Central will inbound from the far side. Cosbab at the top of the key. He'll go over to Riley. Riley thought that pass was going elsewhere, but it came to him, and luckily he's able to corral it. We've got a foul now, looks like, here on the Rebels. It'll be their 5th team foul, the second here on Sickler. Meanwhile, an inbound, and they move the ball around again. This time, Olsen for three. Braden Olsen hits the three to make it 37-14, and the Eagles starting to pour it on a little bit. East Central, they got a man open on the far side. Sickler, he's going to take the three. It is up, and it is missed. And it's Carlin with the rebound. Now up to Olsen. Olsen gives to Cosbab. Cosbab over to Carlin. Carlin gets that ball by the defender. Back to Cosbab. He'll drive right down the middle and puts that one up and in for two. Oh, what a drive by Cosbab. 39-14. This is the type of look that Coach Fote's looking for. Oh, and they find St. Pierre wide open underneath the basket for two. Just a lapse in defense there for East Central. Let's hope that doesn't mean a run now for Moose Lake Little River. Let's hope that East Central can get back. And Cosbab says, well, we will right now. I mean, I've been just so impressed right now with Cosbab. His drives to the basket are just so quick, but there's no hesitation, no fear. He just goes. Carlin with the block and the steal for Cosbab. And now this ball going to be knocked out of bounds. It will go back to Moose Lake Willow River. East Central fans not too happy about that call. I didn't quite see it. I was writing in my stat sheet, so I apologize. 41-16, 5:45 to go in the game, or in the first half, rather. Trying to drive. Now give to Kegger for three. That is off the mark. Oh, and my goodness, definitely an offensive foul there. Liam Riley fell, and he was pushed in the back. That would be a block in the back if we were in football. And that one's on. Oh, that's on Sickler, unfortunately, with his third. And now here comes Olsen off the inbound to the timeline. He'll give it over to Swenson. Swenson back to Olsen, and it's going to wind up being a steal for Johnson for Moose Lake Little River. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by St. Pierre. That is no good, and now got a whistle here. And we got a flop. So we got a flop warning. I don't know on who. Flop warning on someone. The way Fote was reacting, you'd think it'd be on him, or on East Central. I don't think you can get a flop warning on a coach, but maybe. But you think it would be on East Central. I didn't really see anybody fall. Maybe it's because they had to stop the game for it. I don't know. Meanwhile, here's a bad turnover. Leslie Johnson is right there for the steal. I mean, he was just in the passing lane like a linebacker in zone coverage. They just didn't see him. They try to give inside, but Olsen gets his paw in the way. Knocks it out of bounds. It stays with the Rebels, though. 41-16, 4:54 to go. Radzak will look to inbound. Oh, it goes right to Liam Riley, though, for the steal. And now up to Cosbab. Now to Swenson. To Cosbab again. Cosbab, give back to Olsen. Olsen lost it. Just too lackadaisical on the awareness right now for East Central. Even though, yes, they're leading and they're pouring it on. There are just a few things that they're just, it doesn't seem like they fully are in it. Some of these passes, another one. Kegger with the steal. Fast break opportunity. Shot is going to get the friendly bounce, and 41-20 all of a sudden with under 4:15 to go now. And there's just been a few things where it's like, man, gotta give a little bit more on these plays. Meanwhile, a shot from three is no good. Swenson tried to swat it back, so somebody from his team could get it, but no one there. And now we're going to get timeout, and I would assume this timeout's by East Central and Coach Fote. I'm sure he wants to talk to his team about the effort right now, because there's just a few things that are not going right for East Central. We'll take a commercial break as well. Back after word from our fine sponsors.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP, got a big matchup over in Malacca. We were trying to get to that game, but just unfortunately, logistically was not able to. But Malacca is taking on Pequot Lakes tonight at home, and for the girls, that's going to be a big one because those two teams in the top of their sections, and that one should be a really good one, as this one has been so far. Meanwhile, 3 from St. Pierre is no good. Right into the hands of Cosbab again. Cosbab takes up the court. Thought about driving then, and he waits for the offense to get there. Now they give to Robinson. And a long 3, and it's good from Braden Olson. Braden Olson with the 3, 44-20. Give now to Miller for Moose Lake. He'll try and put it, at the basket. What a shot there. He got that to fall. Nice job for Miller of the Rebels. Here comes Olsen, give on the far side to Carlin, and St. Pierre has come into the game and done nothing but just score and steal, but Braden Olsen going to get the steal right back. Cosbab has it now on the pass from Olsen. Wanted to go inside to Carlin. The defender missed that time, and Carlin drops it in for 2. 2:50 to go in the first half. St. Pierre trying to get things started for the Rebels. Now give there. That's a new young man in the game. We'll get his name and number. That's number 10, and this shot is no good. Rebounded by Cosbab. Cosbab pass to Olsen in the corner on the far side. Letexier. Give back here to Olsen, to Letexier again. Letexier looking. He'll throw it near side here to Robinson. Give back to Cosbab now. Cosbab, will he drive? They're going to get a foul here on Moose Lake Little River. The Rebels, number 10 is Jackson McDowell. And the foul there goes on number 1. That is Radzak. It's their team's 7th. His 2nd. And shooting a 1-and-1 is Cosbab. They'll get a sub here. Meanwhile, over in Malacca, we're tied at 13 in the first half with 9 minutes to go there. Maybe a little bit of a hometown handoff that way. Cosbab no good, and Radzak gets the rebound for the Rebels. Radzak gets the pass back here from Kegger. He'll take the long 2. It's no good. Carlin with the box out. Yeah, not many people have a chance there when he's boxing out. Give on the far side of the Texier. He's going to try and drive to the basket. Kisses it off the glass for 2. Inbound to Radzak. Right quick back to Kegger. Now he's trying to get by Cosbab. Spin move inside. Shot is up. No roll that time. Carlin, but the SWAT pushed it back out to Leisure Johnson for the rebound. Good job there by the Rebels to get that out of his hands. For an opportunity, Kegger spinning around, nothing doing. He gives to Radzak now. He'll try and give it over to Miller, and it is stolen away by Letexier. He'll wait for the offense to catch up to Olsen now. Nearly a steal. It is a steal. Right back for Radzak. Yeah, that'll be a charge. Great job by Braden Olsen to take that charge. That's going to go against Radzak. His 3rd, team's 8th. Swenson will come in for him. What a job. Swenson knew, that's a punishing hit to take, especially on the basketball court, but he knew. It's a smart play. Cosbab in the corner. He'll get fouled. He goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Ninth team foul. 2nd foul there on Johnson. And Cosbab at the line for the 1-and-1. Again, he missed the shot earlier. This one is good. This one good as well. Cosbab hits them both, and it's 50-22. Inbound to Keger with about a minute to go here in the first half. Here comes Johnson up the court. They'll give now back here to Wolm, and Wolm for three. Hits it. 50-25. Robinson gives to Letexier for three. It's good. Well, you leave him that wide open and then give him that much time to shoot. 9 times out of 10, he is going to make it. And he does there. I mean, he does such a good job just concentrate through traffic. Shot is up here from Miller. Carlin with the rebound after the missed shot. And here comes Swenson. He gets by. Another three from Letexier. This one misses. Just, of course, as soon as I say 9 of 10 he makes, there's the one he misses. Meanwhile, it was swatted out of bounds by the Rebels, and East Central holds on to it. Cosbab a three. Well, this young man has just found it early on tonight and just continues to pile on. Meanwhile, a steal by Cosbab on the inbound. He puts it back for two. Double dipping is Levi Cosbab. This time they'll get it up the court to Miller. Miller. No good. It's Cody Robinson with the rebound. He'll give it to Letexier, trying to put up 60. Half-court shot for Letexier. Oh, just off the mark. Letexier had it there, but it goes off the front of the rim a little too strong. But the Eagles lead at halftime, and what a lead they have. 58-25 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, whose board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in both a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Well, that is going to do it for our first half of play. Be sure to tune in after the commercial break. We'll have our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. That and more coming up on our halftime show here from East Central High School with the Eagles leading 58.
I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and of course live on our website at WCMPradio.com. You can find the link at the sports tab. Go to the broadcast schedule, and that will show you all the links for the games that we will be calling for that week. In the game day game out here at East Central High School, where East Central leads over Moose Lake Willow River 58-25. What a first half it was there for the Eagles. We'll start with the stats, though, for Moose Lake Willow River. Leading the way for them, Kegger and Sickler each had 6, 4 for Radzak, 3 for Wolm, and then 2 for St. Pierre. Johnson and Miller, they had 8 steals, 1 block, and 9 team fouls. On the other side, though, for the Eagles, man, oh man, it was Cosbab's first half. I mean, Carlin started it, but then, man, Cosbab followed suit, and Cosbab said, that's okay, I'll start to take over now, and he did. He led the team with 18 points, and he also had 8 rebounds there in that first half. Then it was Letexier and Carlin, each with 15. Letexier did so coming off the bench, I should mention. 7 rebounds as well for Carlin, and then it's 6 for Braden Olson, 2 for Robinson and Liam Riley. And Robinson also had 4 rebounds in the first half. They had 8 steals as well with the 1 block, but only 5 team fouls. So really good first half. They got off to a really quick start, did East Central, and well, just kind of never looked back, honestly. They got off to that quick start. Moose Lake, at about, what was it, the 15-minute mark, started to make a little bit of a run themselves while East Central was up by double digits. The Rebels were able to cut that down to single digits, and it was like, okay, here we go. The Rebels are going to make a comeback, and we're going to be in for more or less of a shootout, and that was not the case. That's far from the case, actually, as East Central saw that, and they went, no, that's not how this is going to work. So then for the next, 12 minutes of the first half, they held the Rebels to a mere, 12, 13 points, while they went off and rattled off a total of 58 here in the first half. It was quite a first half there, again, for the Eagles and their offense. But the defense also, the one thing about East Central is they know they can get it done offensively. It's just about their offense being consistent every night. What they want to do more often than not is be a solid defensive team. That's very similar to Mora. Can get it done multiple ways, but they want to be the best defense in the section. And right now, they are not. But with a performance like they're having tonight, this is going to get back to more or less what they want to do. They want to hold teams to, under that 55-50 mark. For really, if they could do that the rest of the way, well, they don't lose a game, if we're being honest. But if their offense is on like it is tonight, there are very few teams that can beat this one. And I think a lot of times what it is for East Central is they kind of beat themselves. We saw it a little bit with the hustle and the effort there a little bit in that first half, where there were a few passes that were maybe on the mark, and maybe they were a tad off, but they were up. The ball then would be up for grabs, and it was like, nobody's getting the ball, and then Moose Lake would get the steal. The prime example of that was in the first half. There was a Moose Lake Willow River fast break. They went up, missed the shot, and East Central just kind of let the ball sit in the paint, and it was just kind of like, what's going on? And Moose Lake would actually pick it up for the rebound, and I think they scored off of it, and East Central would get the ball back, which, again, that didn't come back to haunt them, but how long before it does? Now, I'm not questioning their will or their effort or their want to play, but it's kind of like, okay, what happened there? What happened to make them go, somebody's going to get it, or we don't need, it's just a question of, okay, what was the mindset on that play? Because you certainly don't want to have that late in a game or season, because that is going to mean trouble, because, well, then you kind of have to start questioning, okay, do you know what, not necessarily what you're doing out on the court, but do you know the play? Are we just simply not communicating? Why aren't we being as aggressive after these rebounds? And that rebound was, I think, a really bad one, because there was literally no one around the ball. There was no one but blue jersey. I think there was 4 Eagles near it and not a single white jersey, and it wound up being a Rebel rebound. And, I mean, if you're the Eagles, that one's unacceptable. You had a couple of passes where the Eagles just didn't quite bring it in fully. They kind of, half brought it in and just kind of let the ball kind of roll around a little bit, and that resulted in a steal as well. So for East Central, I like what they're doing. They're doing really good on both sides, but can they get that, I think, one, communication, and just remember the fundamentals. They're doing a lot of the stuff, but just remember the fundamentals. Like, hey, go after the loose ball. Like, remember, hey, bring in the ball. Look in the ball as you're getting the pass. Then go for the dribble. I mean, it's just the little things right now. And it's not necessarily, again, we're not questioning anything they're doing. It's just, okay, let's make sure we're doing the little things right, because if not, that could put us in some trouble. But that is going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora has over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Plus, they have that state-of-the-art facility. They are also ICAR and ASE certified and are recommended by insurance companies. So that will do it for our halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. And we are set with 18 minutes back on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. East Central will start with the ball here in half number 2. They will be going right to left on your radio dial. Rebels will move left to right. Inbound goes to Cosbab. Again, he was the man in the first half. But Carlin and Letexier also got it done. Robinson, can't count him out either. He'll give it inside. That was blocked, and I think it was at number 10, McDowell, if it was. Yeah, no, it was not. It was Sickler, number 15, with the block. A 3 is going to be no good, and Cosbab gets the rebound. Cosbab gives back to Olsen. Olsen gives over to Swenson on the no-look. Inside, Cosbab, turnaround jumper, good. Well, right where he left off in the first half, 60-25. Radzak up the court for Moose Lake on the far side now to Sickler. Trying to back down the defender. Shot is up and blocked and stolen away by Cosbab. The block and the steal. Gives it up to Robinson. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Sickler. They'll move the ball back and forth. Kegger inside. Drops it in. 60-27. Olsen with it. Goes to Swenson now. Back now, Cosbab. And he looks at the top of the key. Gives to Swenson. Now to Carlin at the top of the key. He lost it. It's going to be a steal and 2 for Johnson. And looks like they will take Carlin out and get Letexier in. It's like Carlin's knee is bothering him a lot more than they would like. 60-29 is our score. Meanwhile, inbound, and Olsen will get it back from Cosbab. Olsen directing traffic. Getting everybody set up where he wants. Letexier into the game. He gets the pass. Now over to Swenson. Inside. Olsen to Robinson. He drops it in for 2. Good looking play. Good pass, but a really good shot for 2 there from Robinson. Tiger with the pass now on this near side to Johnson, and that's going to be stolen away by Olson. Olson, no good on the shot, but he's fouled. He'll line and shoot 2. I think they're going to get Ledger Johnson, which would be his 3rd, team's first of half number 2. And Braden Olson will shoot 2 from the free throw line. First one's good. Second one, no good. So 1 of 2 there is Olson. Get a fight for the ball, jump ball, possession arrow. No, did he get it? I think he got it with the timeout. So the Eagles get it back. There'll be a timeout, 30 seconds for East Central. Eagles on the scoreboard lead 63-29. And the Eagles will inbound. He'll get it in here to the Texier, the near side corner. That's just off the mark. Rebounded by, I think that's a new young man into the game, the number 5. Number 5 is Connor Beasy. While 2 there for Sickler. Olson has it now to Swenson. Swenson drives baseline, shot no good. Texier with the rebound. Cosbab drove inside, gives now to Olson. Olson all the way to Swenson on the far side. Swenson step back 3. Too much sauce on that one, rebounded by Radzak. He'll give it up the court quickly here to Sickler. Open 3 is good. Yeah, that's one of those where you try and be aggressive, go for the steal, and unfortunately you miss, and then you leave him with all the time in the world just to sit, breathe, and take the shot. Central will move this ball around. Going inside Robinson, and he dumps it in for 2 himself. 65-34. Radzak gives nearer to Sickler. He's going to take the shot over the defender. That time it is no good. Cosbab tips it to Olson for the rebound. Olson drives fast, but then he lost it. Gives back to Cosbab. Cosbab with a nifty ball handle there, gives to Swenson. Now, over to Letexier. Wanted the 3, give back Swenson. Inside Robinson. Get back to Cosbab, and I think they're going to get a foul on the Rebels. Get it on Radzak, his 4th. Eagles will inbound. They go to Swenson at the top of the key. Swenson drives and turns back around, give to Cosbab. Over to Letexier. The long 3 is good. Last one just wasn't long enough. He needed it to be a little bit longer, about 2 feet away from the 3-point line, and he gets it to fall. An inbound contested there by Swenson, or by Olson rather. Now up the court to Radzak. And Olson jumps, but Radzak gets him to miss. And now the shot misses itself, and it will be knocked out by the Rebels. Goes back to East Central. And the Rebels will get another sub in here. That's going to be number 12, and that is Weston Davidson. So Davidson into the game now for the Rebels. Trying to get some different looks. Robinson trying to back down the defender. Up through traffic. Misses, gets his own rebound, and that time misses. And rebound was taken there by Beasy. Nearly lost it again, and now Sickler. I think we get a foul here on the Eagles now. Be their first of the half. The second on Grady Swenson. They'll inbound. Sickler over to Davidson. Underneath. BC for 2. 68-36. Olsen calling out the play. Gives to Swenson on the far side. Back to Olsen. Near side to Letexier. Takes it over the defender. Why not? Shot no good. A race for the rebound. Taken by Olsen. To Swenson now. And Swenson for the 3. Couldn't quite tell if he was on the line or not. He was not, and that's a 3. Now Radzak, he gets through one defender. Jump back 2 is no good, but oh wow, Beast up over the defender. Gets it to fall, and now we got a jump ball opportunity, and the possession arrow favors the Rebels. 71-36. On the far side, they'll get it in, try to go inside, and that ball was tipped away and taken away by Olsen, and they also get a foul called here on the Rebels. And it's on 21, St. Pierre. Olsen up the court, gives over to Letexier. Cosbab found the lane, drives, stops, puts it up for 2. Under 12.5 to go. St. Pierre, he did a really good job coming off the bench for Moose Lake Willow River and provided a little bit of a spark there. And now Sickler lost it. It will be an over and back, a turnover, and the ball goes back to East Central. If you're the Rebels, that's just got to make you sick. Meanwhile, Liam Riley checks into the game as Swenson will catch a breather. Olsen will inbound. Wanted to go to Letexier, instead goes to Robinson. He'll try and bully his way inside and gets the hook shot for 2. Cody Robinson with the nice hook shot. Meanwhile, this ball up for grabs. Stolen away by Olsen. Letexier with the shot no good, and then it goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. Letexier tried a really awkward shot. He almost got it to fall, though. Inbound to Liam Riley for 3. Oh, just off the mark. No good there, rebounded by Radzak. Meanwhile, they got numbers up the other way. It's a 3-on-1. They'll move it back now, and no, too strong on that one, and it's rebounded by Letexier. Letexier up the court. Cosbab, oh, what a move inside. He drops it in for 2. Levi Cosbab, another 2, make it 77-36. St. Pierre give back. Shot is up off the front of the rim. Rebound to Beasts, and that is a foul here by East Central. Foul will go against Liam Riley. So 2 now for Connor Beasts, and the first one is up and good. Beasts or BC. And that one no good, so 1 of 2 there. Rebounded by Cosbab. He gives it up quickly to Letexier. On this near side, Olsen. Cosbab, oh, he had a 3 and said he's going to take it aggressively to the basket. Takes a couple bounces and then falls in for 2. He's got 8 here in the second half for 26 total. Now Radzak for the Rebels back the other way. He lost it, gives back outside. St. Pierre with a nice drive. He has to stop, gives on the near side, Davidson. That's good. Davidson with a nice looking 3, 79-40. Quickly up to Letexier. He thought about it. Instead, he'll try to go to Robinson. Maybe a little too strong on that one and a little bit wide. So I'll go back to the Rebels on a turnover. 10:44 still to go. Now they'll give it up to another new guy in. Meanwhile, Radzak, no good. Gets his own rebound and has it blocked by Cody Robinson. And the shot there from Liam Riley for 2. Oh, what a sequence there for the Eagles. 81-40. Foul here on the Eagles. think Sickler may have gone up a little gingerly. Appears to be okay, though, and I think, was that another foul on Riley, it looks like. His second, team's third. Meanwhile, Sickler slips with the ball. Timeout is called by the Rebels. That'll give us a chance again to tell you about different ways you can stay up to date with anything local sports. One way is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll get the notification. All you have to do is click it. It will take you right to the live video. Another way you can stay tuned to all things local sports is tune in to the morning show over on 100.9 FM. Tune in with Joshua Miron every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m. And we'll talk sports with Josh Miron on 100.9 FM during the morning show at 7:45 and 8:45. So be sure to tune in to those times. So you'll hear me talking about local sports, scores from the night before, games coming up that day, and if it's a weekend, games coming up on the weekend and or games that happened from the weekend and their scores. So as well as snippets from coaches' interviews and players' interviews, as well as our player of the week. We'll talk about that here when we get another chance to talk as well. But our player of the week brought to you by Pine Insurance Agency, athlete of the week for the winter sports season, and it's been awesome to be able to do this. Meanwhile, we get a steal here from Cosbab. What a steal for Levi. Now on the far side, they give to Liam Riley. It just went through his hands. And that's just a case there of he didn't quite look it in all the way. Olsen with a good pass, but Riley just didn't quite look it in all the way, and it will be a turnover. Now a three opportunity here from Sickler. That's going to be coming up short. St. Pierre with the rebound, and he missed. I think it's Riley who gets the steal. Hands it back to Cosbab. Over to Olsen. Letexier. It's good from three. Another one. 84-40. Another three, and this time it's St. Pierre. Says, I can do it too. I've been really impressed with St. Pierre's play. He hasn't done a ton on the scoreboard, but he has done some. This time, Letexier pass inside is no good. St. Pierre with the rebound. We'll go quickly the other way. Sickler, no good, and it's Olsen with the rebound. 84-43. Got a whistle, I think, on the Rebels. It's the fourth there on Sickler. They're gonna, I would assume, let him play it out. And meanwhile, into the game for the first time here tonight for East Central is number 11. That is Oliver Carlin. We heard Coach Vogt talk about him in our preseason interview. If you want to catch that and the whole thing, go to our website, WCMPradio.com. Go to the Sports tab, click on Winter Sports Interviews. Meanwhile, another three hit there by Xavier Letexier. They could easily hit 100 points here in this game. Radzak will try his chance at a three. It is no good. Rebounded there by Davidson. Nice looking rebound. Radzak will drive to the basket, and he drops it in for two. Olsen will give over to Letexier. Stops, starts, drives. Give now. Riley got the defender to jump. Shot, no good. Rebounded here by St. Pierre. St. Pierre looking, gives near side Sickler. Sickler guarded by Letexier. Sickler for three. It's going to be no good. Olsen with a good box out. Allows that one to roll out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Eagles. And we do officially have running clock now. So 100 points still up for grabs here for East Central, but will they be able to get to it? We'll see. Swenson give over to Riley. Wanted Letexier, instead will go to Olsen. Now to Swenson. Trying to find some lane to drive, but there's nothing doing. They obviously don't want to take too many shots from long range, as they have this game pretty much well in hand. So Letexier will drive, and I'm pretty sure he was fouled there, but they missed one. Sickler with the rebound. That's okay. You do miss one every once in a while. A three. Oh, is good there from Davidson. He knew it. He was already jogging back before it went in. 87-48. 7:20 to go. Oliver Carlin gets the ball. He'll try and drive. He's got a little bit of a lane. Shots up, no good. I mean, it's good, but they're going to call it off. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. And they will just inbound. That is, that's on Radzak, so his night is over. And now we'll see a new man check in for Moose Lake Little River. That's number 24, Colin McKay. Inbound to Carlin. Now they'll get to Swenson. Over to Letexier for 3. That's a rare miss. And rebound there for Davidson. To Sickler. And they're going to get Letexier. Letexier with his second. Team's fourth. Under 6.5 to go. Davidson over with the pass, and the shot from 3, no good, into the hands of Swenson for the rebound. He'll slow it down, let the offense catch back up. And now he'll give near side to Letexier, give to Liam Riley, to Oliver Carlin. Get back inside to Letexier, outside Swenson. And he tries to drive. Now to Liam Riley. That's going to be well off the mark, and Olsen tries to keep that in play, but nothing doing there as it was too far out of bounds. And we'll go back to the Rebels. Here's McDowell with the ball. Shifts near side now back to the top of the key. Give to Davidson. Davidson is hit from long range here this evening. He'll give on the far side to Sickler, who's also hit from long range. Sickler wanted the 3, gives to Davidson. No, that is not Davidson. I apologize. Riley with the rebound. Letexier gives on the near side to Oliver Carlin. Carlin gets bumped, trying to drive inside. He'll put up a shot through some contact and drops it in for 2. 89-48. Pass on the far side, Davidson. Davidson in the paint. Now to Sickler. Sickler wanted to go inside to McKay. Nothing doing there. And the shot there, no good. McKay can't quite keep it in play. He tried to tip it back in. And we'll get another new young man in here for the Eagles. That is going to be number 2, which is Robbie White. So Robbie White into the game now for East Central. Three off the mark. Oliver Carlin, that was a kick ball that they couldn't quite see. I could barely see it. Now we'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor East Central. And looks like we'll get a timeout called. Timeout called here by, I think, East Central. And it looks like they will also, with that, get a sub in as well, which would be number 44. That, I believe, is Taven Thomas. Only 44 on the roster, so I'd assume that's him. Meanwhile, give us another chance to tell you how you can stay tuned. I mentioned our website. More on our website, WCMPradio.com. You can go to the broadcast schedule, or go to the sports tab first, then go and click on the broadcast schedule. That will show you all the links for the games that we'll be at during that week of play. Another way you can stay tuned on our website is seeing coaches and players interviews on there on the sports tab. It'll have winter interviews, or you'll see articles from games that we've been at and read them from our perspective and see what we thought of the game. Also stay tuned to our social media pages, our Facebook and Instagram at WCMP Radio, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. Out of the timeout, it is Taven Thomas into the game. Shot is up, no good from inside, and it's rebounded there by BC. Sickler on this near side. Trying to drive, but there's just nothing there. Now give McDowell to Davidson. Back out to McKay. McKay lost it. That ball is in between some legs. And I think, it's going to be a kick. Yeah, it should be a kick ball, unfortunately, by McKay. And we'll get another substitution here for East Central. Number 3, That is Dane Swenson. So Dane Swenson into the game for East Central. And pretty much all the backups and JV guys. Meanwhile, this pass going to be poked and stolen away. McKay will get the steal. Davidson was the poker. And this shot is up and no good. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. That should go. Ooh. Thought it was going to go back to East Central. Not the case. The only man in there from varsity is Liam Riley. 3 here from Davidson off the inbound. Is oh my goodness, good. Need to get him the ball more. 89-58 is our score. Now with it is Robbie White into Taven Thomas, and we get a foul here on the Rebels. And pretty sure that is going to go against McKay. Just got a little too aggressive there defensively, trying to get the fans not too happy with something. Didn't quite see what the call was. Meanwhile, shot is up, no good. McKay with the rebound for the Rebels. Under 2 minutes to go. Sickler lost it. He'll give out to Davidson. Oh, my goodness, for 3. Yeah, I think if you're Moose Lake Little River, that might be a young man that you want to have the ball in with a lot more. White will give here to Swenson. Dane Swenson now to Thomas. Thomas trying to drive. He'll give now to White. White out to, well, he tried to get it to Swenson, but it was tipped, and Swenson did a good job just to get that one back. Now over to Carlin. That's Oliver Carlin. He'll look to drive baseline, and yet another foul there. That one will be again on McKay. It's the 7th, and Oliver Carlin will shoot a 1-1. Second there on McKay. 7th team foul. So Oliver Carlin will shoot a 1-1. We're under a minute to go now in the game. And East Central going to get back to 500 on the season. Carlin, no good. And rebounded there by Davidson. Sickler, oh, for 3. And that should do it. That'll be the last few seconds here as East Central will just dribble out the rest of this clock. Under 20 now to go. Oliver Carlin making sure this ball doesn't get stolen away for any last second scores. And Carlin will stand at the East Central logo, and that will be it. The Eagles dominate here at home over the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. They get the victory 89-57 over the Rebels, and again move back to 500 on the season. Very important as well, and now they can look to go on a run here as the new year begins. We will be back after word from our fine sponsors for our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. But first, word from our great sponsors here on Anthem Country.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ordereceifiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350. The East Central Eagles get the victory here tonight over the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, 89-57. Taking a look at some stats here for East Central. Leading the way for them scoring-wise was no doubt Levi Cosbab with 26, but then right behind him was Xavier Letexier with 24, 15 for Ben Carlin, 8 for Cody Robinson, 7 for Braden Olson, and then 4 for Liam Riley, 3 for Grady Swenson, and 2 for Oliver Carlin. 10 rebounds for Levi Cosbab for a double-double. They had a total of 15 team steals, 8 in the first half, 7 in the second. They had 3 blocks coming from 3 different players. Cosbab, Robinson, and Carlin each had 1, and they only had 9 team fouls. Excuse me, on the other side, they drew 16 fouls, so not too bad. But for the Eagles, what a night it was for them. I mean, my goodness. They took control early and really never looked back. And, to begin the first half, again, they got off to the hot start that they wanted. Then about 3.5 minutes in, Moose Lake started to get things going in their direction. It was like, okay, here comes Moose Lake. They might make a little bit of a run here, and they did. And it was like, okay, when is East Central going to be able to stop the run? And it was like, oh boy, is Moose Lake going to make this comeback? And all of a sudden, are we going to see a game on our hands? Well, Moose Lake did make a little bit of a comeback. They got it under double digits, their deficit, and all of a sudden we had a game on our hands. Well, then East Central started to turn up the heat, and that's when things started to really pour on if you're East Central. East Central was able to go on a massive run again. After that, there was the last, 12 minutes or so of the first half, the first half. They only allowed 12 or 13 points the rest of the first half. So a really impressive defensive stand there for East Central to end the first half, going into the halftime period leading 58-25. Now, they came out of the halftime period and allowed 32 points and scored themselves 31. But, again, they really backed off offensively. They got things going early on, and then they kind of just let their foot off the gas a little bit, knowing, hey, we've pretty much got this one in hand. Then the running clock started, and that's when we started to see the backups and JV players start to roll in, and that's pretty much when the game had been put away. And East Central makes it a quick night here as they get the victory over the Rebels of Moose Lake Willow River and improve to 5-5 on the season. So the Eagles now back to 500. They are 5-5 now in this non-section, non-conference game, but an important win nonetheless, because now they can kind of go on and get themselves on a little bit of a run here. You've got some winnable games coming up especially this week. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to be easy games by any stretch of the imagination. You've got some tough teams, but they are certainly winnable games for this East Central team. I mean, their next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games are pretty winnable. I would say, especially if they're at home for a lot of these, they'll definitely be, they'll have the I think they'd be the favorite in those games, but again, you will have to wait and see, because any Great River Conference game, you always have to be aware, because any team in the Great River Conference can beat anybody. It's that kind of conference. But East Central back to 5-5 on the season. That defense will points per game certainly improve, and their offense certainly does after tonight. But I think they got back to East Central basketball. This is kind of the look they want. They don't necessarily need to score that many points, I don't think, but they did a really good job of putting up the points that they could, and then holding Moose Lake Little River down. Now, again, there were some garbage time points there for Moose Lake Little River in the 57 they got, but nonetheless, Moose Lake, I think, has found a few bright spots with their backups and can maybe look at them and go, okay, well, man, maybe you deserve some more time out there. But for East Central, I was just really impressed with the starting 5-6 guys and their ability. Texas A came off the bench, ladies and gentlemen, and put up 15 points in the first half, came out and hit 9 more in the second for a total of 24, but I was really impressed with his ability to come off the bench, as I think who got the start over him? Was it Cosbab or Olson or Swenson? One of those guys got or Robinson, excuse me. And, even though Robinson didn't do much in the first half, he just did his job and was where he was supposed to be. He got a good chunk of rebounds there in the first half, too, 4 of them. And then he came out and only put up 6 points in the second half for a total of 8. So pretty impressive game overall for him as well. So this is kind of exactly, how Coach Fote kind of described this team. He's got they have some other veterans on this team who they know how things work. They know that how to get things done, how that he wants them to, the way he needs them to, and they know the system, and they've been together for so long. So the communication shouldn't be anything that needs to be fixed. And tonight I thought it was pretty darn good. There were a couple of things that needed to be picked up, but they did a good job in the second half not to really turn the ball over too much, and they did a good job of getting some takeaways. So really impressive here for the Eagles to start the new year. And once again, I think if they can start with a win here tonight, I said they might be able to go on a run, because their next, again, handful of games are going to be super winnable. And I think that's going to be the case, and I think that will certainly help them as they go forward here this season, because if they can go on a little bit of a run, they can take over first place once again in the section over Bram, and then, again, the 1 seed is so important in any playoff scenario. It doesn't matter. The 1 seed is just of that much more importance to all the teams that play. So, but we've got a long, long way to go before that happens. Taking a look at what East Central has coming up tomorrow night, they'll be right back at home to host the Rush City Tigers, and then they won't play again until, looks like Friday, and then they'll travel up to Crosby Ironton for that game, and then that'll be it. So 3 games this week. It's a busy week for East Central, but 2 Great River Conference games after tonight as well. So busy, busy, busy for them. And I want to take this time to say thank you to all of you who tuned in here tonight. I appreciate you. Give me a job to do so. I am greatly appreciative of you and your viewer and or listenership, whichever one you chose to do, whether you chose to tune in via the YouTube, or you were able to listen on your drive wherever you went, or just on our app. Appreciate you all for tuning in, because, again, you continue to give me a job to do, so I am more than appreciative. So we wrap up here in the Pizza Pub Pine City post-game show with the Eagles beating the Moose Lake Little River Rebels. And again, I appreciate all of our loyal listeners who tune in to each and every game. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other game that we cover. And if it isn't without them that we are able to bring you these games for free. Remember that. It's because of our sponsors we are able to bring you these games for free. Also remember, we'll never ask you for any of your credit card or payment info to watch and or listen to any of our games. So just remember that part of it as well. So I told you all the ways that you could tune in. I'll just remind you again, tune into the morning show, 7:45 and 8:45, our website, plus our social medias. Like, subscribe, and follow. Do whatever you have to do to stay up to date with all things local sports. Final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 89-57, Eagles top the Rebels. That's going to do it for our Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show. Be sure to tune in to there every Sunday to watch your favorite team with your favorite pizza and wings. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in once again, and have a great rest of your night.
How do you want to be celebrated? How do you want to be? A celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.